In a sport so deeply rooted in Japanese tradition as sumo, an unexpected, almost legendary phenomenon arose. Wrestlers from Mongolia, warriors forged in wind and pride, crossed the sea and stepped onto the sacred clay. They did not just visit the temples of sweat and discipline, they conquered them. On SumoSpirit, here are the Mongolians who arrived in history in the top division. Their paths were different, their styles unique, their results unforgettable. Let's begin. The first, when the door opens, Kyokushuzan Noboru on September 1996. The arrival of Kyokushuzan felt like a signal on the horizon. A young man from the endless steppe who stepped onto the dohyo without boasting or noise and carved out a new path. In September 1996, he became the first Mongolian ever to reach Makuuchi, only a year and a half after his promotion to Juryo in March 1995. He would make a single appearance at Komusubi in March 1997, then grind out an extraordinary 58 consecutive tournaments at Megashira, an Ironman run that revealed both toughness and consistency. He retired in November 2006. Kyokushuzan earned respect quickly and often. He collected 2 Fighting Spirit prizes, 2 Technique prizes, and 5 Kinboshi, the rare gold stars for defeats of Yokozuna. His victims included Wakanohana III, Akebono, Asashoryu, and Musashimaru, proof that even the strongest could be surprised on the clay battlefield. The numbers are clear on the record, prizes in all 3 categories across his career, with 5 gold stars listed in his profile. Beyond his own bouts, Kyokushuzan became a bridge. He helped open recruiting pathways that brought more Mongolian talent into Japanese stables, turning a singular breakthrough into a movement. Press at the time even marked his 1996 promotion as a first for Mongolia in the top division. The door was open, and Mongolia would not close it. The wave strengthens. Kyokutenho Masaru on January 1998. Then came Kyokutenho, part of that first wave that proved Mongolian wrestlers were not a passing curiosity but the dawn of a new era. He reached Makuuchi in January 1998, collected 7 Fighting Spirit prizes and 2 Kinboshi, and then authored a late career miracle. In May 2012, at 37 years and 8 months, ranked Megashira 7 West, he won the Emperor's Cup after a playoff with Tochiozan. At the time, he became the oldest top division champion in modern history and the oldest first-time Yusho winner. That victory was also counted as the 50th championship by a Mongolian-born wrestler. Durability alone made him historic. Kyokutenho amassed 1,470 appearances in Makuuchi, more than any other wrestler, and only Oshio fought more total career bouts. He was still ranked in the top division at age 40, the first to do so in the 6 tournaments per year era. After retiring in July 2015, he became an elder and later took over his stable, continuing to shape the sport from ringside and the keikoba. A storm of talent, Asashoryu Akinori on January 2001. Here was a force of nature. Asashoryu made his professional debut in January 1999, reached Makuuchi in January 2001, and in November 2002 captured his first top division title with a 14-1 record. He was promoted to Yokozuna after winning again in January 2003 and then dominated the sport, becoming the first wrestler ever to win all 6 official tournaments in a calendar year in 2005. He finished with 25 Makuuchi championships, still 4th on the all-time list. His story also ran through fire. As the sole Yokozuna from 2004 until 2007, he bore intense scrutiny. In August 2007, he became the first Yokozuna in history to be suspended after playing in a charity football match in Mongolia while absent from a regional tour with a reported injury. He returned to win more titles, but retired in February 2010 amid a separate controversy. Love him or criticize him, Asashoryu reset expectations for speed, ferocity, and technique at Sumo's summit. Skill and steadiness, Tokitenku Yoshiaki on July 2004. Tokitenku's path was quieter, but no less admirable. Debuting in July 2002, he reached Makuuchi by July 2004 and climbed to Komusubi, the Sanyaku rank, where you face the elite daily. He earned a technique prize and won 2 Yusho in Juryo among several lower division titles, a reflection of disciplined, technical sumo built on timing and grips. Diagnosed with malignant lymphoma in 2015, he retired in 2016 to become a coach, the first Mongolian-born wrestler to acquire the right to remain with the Sumo Association as an oyakata after active retirement. He passed away on January 31, 2017, leaving a legacy of craft and mentorship. Precision at the top. Harumafuji Kohei on November 2004. Harumafuji climbed from Makuuchi debut in November 2004 to Ozaki in 2009 and reached Yokozuna in September 2012 after consecutive Zensho Yusho in July and September that year. His promotion was formally announced on September 26, 2012, making him the 70th Yokozuna and the 3rd consecutive Mongolian to reach the rank after Asashoryu and Hakuho. He finished with 9 top division titles, 3 with perfect 15-0 runs, a testament to speed, precision, and hard overcoming size disadvantages against heavier rivals. The record breaker, Hakuho Sho on May 2004. The numbers alone tell the story of a titan. Hakuho reached Makuuchi in May 2004 and rewrote the sport's record book. On December 4, 2021, Guinness World Records recognized him for 5 unmatched feats: most top division championships with 45, most career wins with 1,187, most top division wins with 1,093, most undefeated championships with 16, and most tournaments ranked as Yokozuna with 84. He also holds additional marks like most wins as a Yokozuna and the longest win streak of the 6 Basho era, with 63. Hakuho did not just dominate, he changed what domination meant. After he stepped away from competition, his development and youth projects, like the Hakuho Cup, continued to grow the sport's base and international reach. Quiet power, patient rise. Kakuryu Rikisaburo on November 2006. Kakuryu reached the top division in November 2006 and built steadily. In early 2014, he produced back-to-back 14-1 performances, winning the March Championship and securing promotion to Yokozuna. He would collect 6 Makuuchi Yusho in total, including a playoff win over Harumafuji in September 2015 and another title in November 2016. Where others brought collisions, Kakuryu often brought timing, grip work, and footwork, turning dangerous positions into clean wins. The Iron Man, Tamawashi Ichiro, on September 2008. Tamawashi's journey was forged through endurance. He debuted in January 2004, reached Makuuchi in September 2008, and over time collected 2 top division titles, the first in January 2019, and the second in September 2022 at age 37 years 10 months, which made him the oldest Yusho winner since the 6 tournaments per year system began in 1958. He also built a legendary streak of consecutive matches. By September 10, 2024, he set the all-time consecutive appearances record with his 1,631st straight bout, a symbol of durability in a sport of impacts and injuries. The Gold Stars told the same story of grit. Tamawashi holds 8 kinboshi, including wins over Yokozuna Terunofuji, Harumafuji, Kisenosato, Kakuryu, and Onosato. He also stacked up special prizes along the way, becoming the oldest man to win a special prize and a kinboshi after the July 2025 tournament. If you want a living image of persistence under pressure, you look at Tamawashi stepping up to the Shikiri-sen every single day. Rise and Reckoning. Mokonami Sakae on July 2009. Mokonami reached Makuuchi in July 2009 and climbed as high as Megashira 6 inches September 2010. His career ledger in the top division included hard-fought winning records and continued progress. Then came a reckoning for the sport. In April 2011, following a Japan Sumo Association investigation into bout rigging, Mokonami was among those ordered to retire. The episode shook sumo's foundations and led to cancelled tournaments and reforms. Mokonami's story remains a reminder that every sport must guard its integrity. A tireless scrapper. Chiofujio on September 2016. Chiofujio announced himself with a flawless Makushita championship in September 2015, then reached Makuuchi by September 2016. Inside the top division, he showed creativity and a sense of timing, and he proved he could topple giants by taking a kinboshi at Maegashira rank. One number became his signature of toughness. A streak of 498 consecutive matches from his professional debut that did not end until an injury forced him out on the final day of the July 2018 tournament. His official profile with the Japan Sumo Association lists him with Kokonoi stable, standing 184 centimeters and 140 kilograms, a solid technician with Hidari Yotsu and Oshi tools. Fighting on the margins. Kagamio Hideoki on January 2014. Kagamio's career was one of quiet resilience. He reached Juryo in January 2013, then Makuuchi in January 2014, and achieved the highest rank of Megashira 9 inches September 2015. Over time, his ledger shows 437 wins, 408 losses, and 65 absences. A picture of years spent fighting to hold ground against the best. A long-term injury break knocked him off the Banzuke at 2021. He officially retired in March 2023, later acquiring Japanese citizenship that same month. His path is a reminder that sumo is also built by men who fight on the edge of the spotlight. The modern all-rounder, Kirishima Tetsuo, on January 2020. Known earlier as Kiribayama, he arrived in Makuuchi in January 2020 with an 11-win debut and a special prize, climbed to Sanyaku by November 2021. Then earned promotion to Ozeki after the May 2023 tournament. On May 31, 2023, his Ozeki promotion was unanimously approved, and he adopted the Shikona Kirishima, inheriting the name of his stable master. A nimble Yotsu technician with throws and forward power, he represents the modern Mongolian template, balancing agility, strength, and patience over long tournaments. The heir who became his own maker, Hoshoryu Tomokatsu, on September 2020. Hoshoryu entered professional sumo in January 2018, reached Makuuchi by September 2020, and won his first top division title in July 2023, a run that propelled him to Ozeki. On January 29, 2025, after winning the New Year tournament in Tokyo, he was promoted to Yokozuna as the 74th in history, becoming the latest Mongolian to reach the sports summit. Reports and the association announcement confirmed the date and the unanimous decision. His sumo is poetry in motion, rich in throws, sharp in footwork, and unpredictable in rhythm, echoing but not copying his uncle Asashoryu. The 2025 seasons framed a new era, with Hoshoryu sharing the top rank with Onosato, the 75th Yokozuna, and the first Japan-born Grand Champion since 2017. That rivalry, highlighted by Onosato's May 28, 2025 promotion, has been billed as a fresh axis for the sport after decades shaped by Mongolian dominance. Mongolia did not send one mold of wrestler. It sent a spectrum: Kyokushuzan's craft, Kyokutenho's durability, Asashoryu's violent speed, Harumafuji's precision, Hakuho's record-level dominance, Kakuryu's patient strategy, Tamawashi's iron stamina, Tokitenku's technical base, and the modern versatility of Kirishima and Hoshoryu. That diversity lifted standards from the late 1990 seconds through today, anchored by clear milestones like Kyokutenho's age 37 title in May 2012 and Hakuho's unmatched slate of records. Mongolians inside the dohyo, Tachiai's speed rose, decision-making sharpened, and the catalog of winning techniques widened. You could no longer prepare for a single style. Long reigns and perfect tournaments pushed everyone's baseline higher, most visibly in Hakuho's Guinness-recognized totals for top division titles and undefeated championships. And outside the dohyo, Mongolian stars expanded the global audience and forced the sport to confront standards and governance. Asashoryu's unprecedented two-tournament suspension in 2007 set off a national debate about Yokozuna conduct. The 2011 bout fixing scandal led to a cancelled grand tournament and sweeping reforms to rebuild trust. This was not an invasion, it was an evolution. Japanese discipline met Mongolian wrestling roots, and the fusion refreshed sumo's style, intensity, and reach, while setting a higher competitive bar for everyone. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to SumoSpirit.